In our last live stream, we told you that Ethereum would drop in this way, and that's exactly what happened, just as it did with BNB and Cardano. In this video, we're going to explain what Trump's token is all about, a token he announced himself on his social media account, and how the inauguration of the new president of the United States could potentially impact Bitcoin and the broader crypto ecosystem. This past Saturday, we all woke up to something strange on social media. Donald Trump, on his official X account, formerly known as Twitter, announced that he was launching his very own official meme token. If you visit his website, you'll find that you can already buy this meme token using a debit card or cryptocurrencies. And I can tell you that crypto exchanges rushed to list this token in their tradable token catalog. In just a matter of hours, it managed to break into the top 15 of the crypto market cap rankings. And all of this happened just 2 days before Trump's inauguration, which is taking place today, Monday, January 20th. Now, here we're looking at the price of Donald Trump's token, which, by the way, you can find on our trusted exchange, Bidget. As you can see here. Since its listing, Bidget was one of the first platforms to list it. You can see on the screen just how much its value skyrocketed that very same day. It was truly remarkable, but as everyone knows, the real beneficiaries of these gains are the creators of the token. So let's take a look at something more realistic, the price movement after, let's say, the first hour of trading. Here we can see that the token hit its all-time high at around $77, achieving a 235% increase in value within just a few hours. But heading back to TradingView, we can observe that on Sunday night, there was a very steep and aggressive crash, not just for Trump's token, but for the entire crypto ecosystem. This crash coincided with the launch of Melania Trump's official meme token. Honestly, all of this feels like, and really is, a complete joke. These are meme tokens that have no inherent value or sense to them, but by now we all understand the nature of meme tokens like Shiba Inu, Peep, and the like. These crypto assets clearly belong to the same category. So, check this out. If Donald Trump's token launched on Saturday, Melania's token was released on Sunday. With its launch, what we saw was that traders who had bought Trump's token and managed to capitalize on part of its price movement sold their positions to buy Melania's token. It's pretty clear that if Donald Trump initially announced on social media that he had launched his own token, we saw the wild price action that followed, and then the very next day they announced Melania's token. It's no surprise that retail investors dumped Trump's token, hence the crash, and poured their funds into Melania's token. That's how this game works. These are completely irrational crypto assets with no logic or practical use behind them. They're created purely for the most aggressive speculation imaginable. That's the reality of these types of assets. So, if you decide to participate in this kind of trading, you need to know exactly what you're getting into. And yes, I said play, because we can't seriously call this a real investment. There's no historical track record, and the only motivation an investor might have is the thrill of the game. It's undeniable that many investors have made and can still make substantial profits with this type of asset. But at the same time, in just a couple of hours, many others have lost significant amounts of money. The opportunities these meme tokens offer can also be found in other cryptocurrencies or even in traditional markets. However, there's a big asterisk here. With these meme tokens, you're multiplying and amplifying both your assumed risk and your potential reward. This is where you need to decide how to approach these investments. Are we talking about a meme token or a crypto asset with an organization behind it and a clear purpose, like Ethereum, BNB, Solana, or XRP. Now, let's analyze what's happening, especially considering that Donald Trump's inauguration will take place in just a few hours. In fact, by the time this video is published, the event will already be underway, as this video was recorded a few hours before its release due to the natural time it takes to edit this type of content. What I want to explain in this video is how we can analyze and understand the potential impact of a highly volatile event, like the inauguration of a new president who has repeatedly declared himself pro-crypto. As you can see, let's evaluate how prices might behave today and what we need to consider as certain assets, like BNB, move throughout the day. BNB will be a key indicator, just as it was last Friday. I'll explain why and how we can connect all this information to achieve two main goals. First, to avoid being misled by volatility, and second, to prevent any surprises from catching us off guard. Let me break it down for you.
Welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity.
We're going to focus heavily on BNB because summarize, as you can see, its price action has been showing genuinely positive health. That's undeniable. We're now evaluating a key level that could act as a tipping point for continued bullish momentum. If you've been following Crypto Insight, you'll know that we've maintained a positive outlook for quite some time. There were a few days of uncertainty where things looked potentially rough, especially with events like attacks on Bitcoin. But as you can see, things have stabilized fairly well. BNB, however, will be critical today in handling volatility. To better explain this concept, let's look back at Friday. When BNB was moving upward, it stood out among other crypto assets. While other coins seemed to be breaking their structures and heading for the moon, BNB was signaling caution, showing that the market wasn't ready to skyrocket just yet. By observing the hourly time frame and the way BNB price was climbing, it was clear that the price could continue rising, but would likely hit resistance at a structural level. This acted as a strong indicator to question whether the apparent breakouts across the rest of the market were genuine or deceptive. This is precisely what we explained in our last Crypto Insight Premium livestream. BNB needs to rise to the creek, at least to this level. Once it does, that's where we can start looking for short positions, either at that point or slightly above if there's an excess. But this entire zone will be a good area to explore shorting opportunities. And that's exactly why, as I was saying, assets like Ethereum, for example, seem to be breaking out here, as if they were heading straight to the moon. But BNB was the one signaling, hey, this bullish breakout, if it happens, don't believe it just yet, because BNB is telling you there's a boundary it's not ready to cross. By combining this type of anticipatory analysis, we can identify this bullish trap in Ethereum, making it an ideal setup for a short position and to target a short-term bearish movement in the market. With Ethereum, if we're at a potential extreme, that's the perfect spot for the trap to occur. A climactic move with room to run in both BNB and Bitcoin creates the ideal conditions for these traps. That's where the movement happens, and that's where the short opportunity lies. Something very similar happened with Cardano. What we observed was this strange, almost robotic staircase-like climb, which already raised some suspicion based on price behavior alone. When you add the context from other crypto assets, as well as B.N.B's earlier signal, we could anticipate a potential trap. And indeed, that trap ended up offering a solid short opportunity in the market. Let's look at Cardano now. A sudden excess or a trap would have been ideal, and it was. Once you've seen this, you can start to understand the importance of cross-analysis and why, at times, one crypto asset, especially one with significant weight in the ecosystem, and can act as a signal for something that's imperceptible in others like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and similar assets. Take a look at this structure that BNB was warning us about. It was saying, careful, the sky isn't conquered yet. And as you can see, BNB has since dropped significantly and is once again far from that structure. If you step back and look at it from a broader perspective, you'll realize that this is a key structure, a creek. If you're looking for a major bullish rally in BNB, this is the area to watch for a significant event, like a black swan or a sharp and aggressive breakout. Without something like that, we'll remain trapped below this structure. Where are we headed? I wanted to explain this about BNB first, because now, when I show you what's happening with Bitcoin and the rest of the assets, it will make more sense. Look, we've been observing and waiting for the breakout of a creek similar to this one. There was a slight inclination, and that's where the black swan was. You might remember from previous videos that we've been analyzing all these bearish attacks, absorptions and compressions, anticipating a black swan event. Well, in the end, it has arrived. It's true that Sunday was incredibly volatile, likely due to the Trump situation. He was live, giving a speech covering everything, including the topic of his token. The launch of Melania's token added even more volatility. But in the end, what did we see? We saw that while the volatility was aggressive and bearish, the response was immediate and equally aggressive. This, in isolation, might lead us to think, and it makes sense, that the buying force is currently dominant. Just consider this. If the bearish attack was so aggressive, why didn't it continue downward? Instead, we saw a sharp reversal that even absorbed the recent high. In other words, the bulls did whatever it took to set a new historical high in Bitcoin. Independently, this looks promising. No one can really deny that. At the same time, look at Ethereum. It's on the verge of breaking a key structure, a creek. If it breaks with strength and triggers a black swan event, the least we can expect is to claim the reward of this entire range. That would mean a strong, bullish, impulsive move. Or take a look at Solana's chart, which also looks impressive. Just look at where it's coming from. On the 4-hour chart, we all know about Solana's financial health. With Solana, we were expecting a black swan, similar to what we anticipated with other assets like BNB, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. The whole crypto ecosystem has shown short-term traps before breaking out, but Solana hasn't done that, and it seems heavily linked to the launch of Donald Trump's token. The impact of Solana's network on Trump's token is direct and significant. Solana's network is essentially the backbone for many meme coins. Here we see the same pattern, a strong bullish impulse, Sunday's dramatic drop, and now signs of recovery. Let's see where this takes us. But the critical point here is how today's major event, the inauguration of Donald Trump as the new president of the United States, intersects with all of this. Trump, who has openly declared himself pro-crypto in several statements, has even created his own token just 2 days ago. Let's think about the following logic. First of all, based on what we see in the charts, we remain positive in the mid to long term. There's nothing unusual in Bitcoin's price action that would make us think otherwise. We've maintained this positive outlook since these previous price zones, and the chart continues to support that direction for the mid to long term. However, analyzing the volatility of a single day is an entirely different matter, one that affects only the immediate short term. I hope you can grasp and appreciate this distinction. So, let's say we're coming from a recent all-time high. Great. What could happen next? Let's speculate for a moment. As the hours pass, considering that at the time of this recording, Trump's inauguration is just 5 hours away, there's a possibility that the price could remain near its all-time high. It doesn't matter how they try to frame it. Let's switch to the 1-hour chart to keep things a bit more realistic, even if this is all highly speculative. Over the next few hours, Bitcoin could remain in this euphoric state near an all-time high. Then Trump takes the stage during the inauguration ceremony. If investors see him speaking, perhaps even mentioning cryptocurrencies or discussing regulation, which isn't out of the question, it could create a significant reaction. Now imagine this: while Bitcoin is at an all-time high, investors might rush in, driven by FOMO, thinking, "Last one to buy is a fool." This scenario could create a powerful cocktail, absorbing short-term buy orders and leading to a potential bearish volatility event or downward result in the immediate short term. Remember, though, that we are still optimistic in the mid to long term. It's entirely possible that none of this happens and the price simply continues to climb with no issues. What we're doing here is exploring the possibility of a trap, an absorption event that uses the inauguration as a catalyst to drive the price down immediately. This is where BNB comes into play. As I mentioned earlier, if you see the crypto ecosystem in an overwhelmingly bullish and celebratory state, Bitcoin hitting new all-time highs, Trump talking positively about crypto, and everything seemingly aligning, you should still keep an eye on BNB. Why? Because on Friday, BNB was the asset signaling caution due to its detachment from the structure, and this detachment remains present as of this recording. So, if you see a bullish party unfolding, watch BNB closely. If it continues to rise without breaking decisively and aggressively, we might not yet have reason to celebrate. Only when we see a clear and strong breakout, a positive black swan event, can we say with confidence that Trump's inauguration hasn't acted as a negative catalyst triggering an absorption of long positions. Let me remind you that registration for our private channel, Crypto Insight Premium, is still open. In this exclusive space, we provide daily live technical analysis of the market, along with updates that we believe are key to staying informed. It's also a place where we share trading ideas and feedback, allowing us to grow as a community and continue learning every day. Signing up is very simple. The requirements are as follows. You need to be a user of BitUnix or BuyDFI, have deposited cryptocurrencies into your BitUnix or BuyDFI accounts with a minimum value of $100, and use this account as your primary futures trading account. In other words, you need to be actively trading. Once you've met these requirements, simply fill out the form displayed on the screen. It consists of just 5 simple questions, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Don't miss this unique opportunity to become part of our exclusive Crypto Insight Premium community. Come join us. We're waiting for you. If you found this advanced technical analysis interesting, let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so YouTube alerts you about future uploads. Best of luck with your trading, and see you next time.